For which we all have been eagerly waiting.
देवी पोरे शारदे वरदे संगीत साहित्य कला प्रमोदे संगीत साहित्य कला प्रमोदे देवी पोरे शारदे देवी पोरे शारदे त्या देवते बुद्धि प्रदाते विद्या देवते बुद्धि प्रदाते विद्या माते मोदिते विद्या माते मोदिते देवी पोरे शारदे देवी पोरे शारदे ब्रह्मन राणी लोकद वाणी ब्रह्मन राणी लोकद वाणी वीणा पाणी ब्रह्माणी वीणा पाणी ब्रह्माणी देवी पोरे शारदे देवी पोरे शारदे देवी सरस्वती विद्या सुमती देवी सरस्वती विद्या सुमती मंगलमूर्ति सत्कीर्ति मंगलमूर्ति सत्कीर्ति देवी पोरे शारदे देवी पोरे शारदे वरदे संगीत साहित्य कला प्रमोदे संगीत साहित्य कला प्रमोदे देवी पोरे शारदे देवी पोरे शारदे वरदे सरस्वती माता जय जय माता सरस्वती माता जय जय माता सरस्वती माता जय जय माता सरस्वती माता जय जय माता.
We have a lamp inside us. The oil of that lamp is our breathing, our steps, and our peaceful smile. Our practice is to light up the lamp. I request our chief guest, President Sir, Trustee Ma'am, and Headmistress to lighten the lamp. Through the efforts made by all of one's students, teachers, staff members, this event was made possible. On this joyful occasion, we are extremely happy to have with us an eminent person as our today's chief guest, Shri C.N. Lakshmi Narayan Sir, former District Science Officer, District Science Center, Kalburgi. I welcome you, sir, on the behalf of school and extend a hearty welcome to this inaugural function. Now we have a felicitation to our today's chief guest, Shri C.N. Lakshmi Narayan Sir, by our President Sir. I request our President Sir to felicitate our today's chief and passion with a novelty in all the activities of the school. He is our President Sir, Shri Suresh Patange Sir. I welcome you, sir, for this function. I also welcome our trustee madam Srimati Sangeeta Rao. Also, I welcome Basura sir for this inaugural function. I welcome you both of you. Now I would like to welcome our principal madam Srimati Revati ma'am, who is the best supporter of all the challenging taken by our school, and I cordially invite her to this function. I welcome you, madam. The most overwhelming key to the child's success is the positive involvement of parents, not only in the academic but also in the extracurricular activities. With the immense admiration offer the most affable welcome to all the parents who are support us with your valuable presence in this inaugural exhibition function. I welcome all the parents who are present over in this function. I welcome you all. It's my pleasure to bid a genial welcome to all the teachers, adding a gist to the function with their esteemed presence and the superheroes of today's the functions for the children. I mostly welcome for all the students present over here. I welcome you students. Group effort, ability to work in a vision towards a common goal, hard work and dedication, doing small things with a great love and fun. These are the true ingredients behind the success of the great institutions. So I believe together we can achieve more. Once again, I welcome all over here present for this function. Thank you.
Every thought you produce, anything you say, any action you do, it bears your signature. So here to introduce our chief guest, Dr. C.N. Lakshmi Narayan sir's signature, I would like to call Sandhya Shri Miss on the dais.
So I feel very blessed and so proud that I am introducing such a great person in this special moment. So, C.N. Lakshmi Narayana Hebbar, former district science officer and director and scientific advisor, Kottala Basaveshwar Shikshana Samiti, Sedam and Bharatiya Vidya Kendra, Kalburgi. Mr. C.N. Lakshmi Narayana sir, born on 14 March 1962 at Chimme, Sringeri Taluk, Chikmagalur district of Karnataka. He has completed his primary education in Gandaghatta village and studied high school at Abhinava Ramananda High School, Kigga, Sringeri. He has completed his PU and BSc from Jagadguru Chandrasekhara Bharati Memorial College, Sringeri, Mysore University. Passed BSc combination of PCM in 1983 in first class and moved to Kalburgi in July 1983. When we move to their professional career, he is introduced to officer in charge of Science Center who was coming to Mohan Lodge by his elder brother on 11 Jan 1984. In December 1986, he was selected for the post of educational assistant and joined for the post in April 1987. Sri C.N. Lakshmi Narayana has great love towards science. While the environment of Science Center helped him to develop scientific and technical skills. Thus, he has developed many low-cost, no-cost experiments. Thus, he has become a key person to science quiz, science exhibition, night sky observation, science camps, science workshops, and so many others. While working in Science Center, he has continued his education and passed a PG diploma in electronic data processing and computer management for HKE Societies, College of Management, Kalburgi, and pursued for MSc Physics from Annamalai University, Tamil Nadu in 1993. He has also started giving talks, conducting quiz, discussions, etc. He got promoted as an education officer in 1999. Promoted as Senior Education Officer in 2005 and transferred to Visvesvaraya Industrial and Technological Museum, Bangalore. He again transferred to District Science Center, Kalburgi in April 2009. After his comeback to Kalburgi, 3D theatre was added in August 2009 and many science-related developments he did in Science Center. He has struggled hard in the popularization of science in rural areas. He has been organizing and conducting various science activities like district level science fair, district level science quiz, maths quiz, workshop for teachers, etc. He has also done so many works and achievements in astronomy as well. Programs in AIR Kalburgi. Mr. C.N. Lakshmi Narayana gave more than 80 talks, conducted many quiz programs on various topics at All India Radio Kalburgi, participated in scientific discussions on topics such as solar eclipse, comets, nuclear energy, ozone layer and its protection, etc. Shri C.N. Lakshmi Narayan sir has participated scientific discussions on various topics at Doordarshan Kalburgi. C.N. Lakshmi Narayana sir has delivered more than 700 lectures on popular science such as birth and death of stars, introducing cosmos, environment, etc. in public program. Designed and fabricated more than 200 low-cost teaching aids useful in teaching science effectively. National level workshops. Shri C.N. Lakshmi Narayana sir has also attended national level workshops on excellence in science demonstration, computational thinking, innovation hubs, etc. organized at Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Bangalore. He had also did many foreign visits too. He is a life member of Karnataka Rajya Vijnana Parishad, member of Bharata Jana Vijnana, Swadeshi Vijnana Andolana, Karnataka and Indian Association of Physics and Teachers. So these all are the great achievements of our great guest, Sir C.N. Lakshmi Narayana sir. Thank you so much one and all.
An exhibition is not a conclusion. It is truly said that once the exhibition is done, it creates the curiosity as well as creativity of the children in many ways. So it never becomes a conclusion. The power of speech is the ability to express a lot in a few words. I would like to call Lakshmi Miss to give a speech on exhibition and on Constitution Day celebration. Miss, please.
Use your experience in your experiments and to achieve your expectations. Good morning everyone. Respected Chief Guest Sir, Sri C.N. Lakshmi Narayan Hebbar Sir, respected our President Sir, Sri Suresh Patange Sir, and respected our School Trustee Madam Sangeeta Madam and Basavajja Sir, and respected and beloved Principal Madam Srimati Revni Chatnalikar, my colleagues and my dear children. It gives me a great sense of joy to have an exhibition in our school first time. It brings students together under the same roof with a common interest. This exhibition is extra special for us because it is entirely the efforts of our students and they are not the experts but rather at a learning stage. The best part is that they have a bundle of thoughts in their minds and wandering mind as well, which is properly channelized can lead to innovative creations. If you take a tour through this exhibition, sir, sure you will find their relentless efforts, sense of doing new things and enthusiasm. Respected sir, class 1 to 10 have prepared the models to the best of their capacities, applying their knowledge. Through this exhibition, so many hidden talents of our students we come to know their first time. The studio is a laboratory, not a factory. An exhibition is the result of our experiments, but the process is never ending. So an exhibition is not a conclusion. Respected sir, I want to drag your attention towards one more very important day that we celebrated in our school today, that is Constitution Day. Every year on November 26th, our nation commemorates the adoption of the Constitution of India by observing the Constitution Day or Samvidhana Divas, and it is also known as a National Law Day by the Supreme Court. The Constituent Assembly set up 13 committees for framing the Constitution, including a drafting committee under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. On the basis of the reports of these committees, a draft of a constitution was prepared by 7 members of the drafting committee. So, in 2015, to coincide with the 125th birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the Union Government and the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment on the 19th November 2015 notified the decision of the Government of India to celebrate the 26th day of November every year as a Constitution Day, to promote the constitutional values among the citizens. This was an appropriate tribute to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who was the chairperson of the drafting committee of the Constituent Assembly, and he is remembered as the chief architect of the Indian Constitution, which provides a comprehensive, dynamic framework to guide and govern the country, keeping in view her unique social, cultural and religious diversity. We all Indians proud on our constitution, which is only a constitution in the world that was written in two languages, that is in Hindi and English, containing 395 articles, 22 chapters and 8 schedules. Later, with the many amendments, it has become the second lengthiest constitution in the world with 25 chapters, 12 schedules and 450 articles. It took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to complete. Okay, thank you for giving me an opportunity to express my few words. Thank you, one and all.
What we say is important, for in most cases the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. Sir, you hardly need any introduction. You have made all of us proud of your distinguished work. You are one of the most well-respected dignitaries. It's my esteemed pleasure to invite our chief guest, Dr. C.N. Lakshminarayan sir, on the dais to say some words. So please, a big round of applause for sir.
Very pleasant good morning to everyone. Science experiments doing is very difficult. I think some of you have participated, you know what is the difficulty. Preaching is easier. ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗಳು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಪ್ರವಚನ ಹೇಳೋದು ಸುಲಭ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಅವ್ರು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದು ಭಾಳ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಸೈನ್ಸ್ನಾಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸಿಯರ್. ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ನೋಡಿ ಹೇಳೋದು ಕೆಲಸ ಈಸಿ. But if you start doing experiment, you will be knowing what is the difficulty in doing very small experiment. If not big, small also is difficult. But if you develop skill, it will be easier. If you do it again and again, maybe 3-4 times, then earlier, if an experiment took half an hour to do, then later on you can do that within a minute. That's why the skill development is very much important in India. The national wide the skill development program is also going on, and in the school activity oriented learning is there in your syllabus. So many activities they have given in every chapter. That means you have to do and learn. That is more important. So just by teaching it is not possible to learn the basic skill or science and technology. If you are doing by yourself, you will understand it better. So when we born, maybe in 1962 or maybe later stage, maybe within 1950 or even 1970s also, every house did not have any technological equipments. So now after 1980s, lot of things have come to the home. Earlier, seeing a radio was difficult in a home. Cycle also people used to think it is luxury. Now having any kind of car is not luxury. At that level we are living. This is because of the development in the field of science and technology and application of the science and technology for the betterment of mankind, and adding engineering aspect and various other technology which has been developed over the years. That's why we are living in very pleasant scenario with very lot of gadgets in our home. So when we were going to the school, we were not in a position to imagine whether it is possible to see a person's face in the any kind of device, because that time the situation was like that. Now sitting in India, in this location, you can see any person anywhere in the world through that you have experienced. WhatsApp call if you are making, or internet call if you are making, it is very easy. Similarly, in the education also, if you are using the internet connection or smartphone is there, any thought if you want to have extra knowledge, it is possible with the mobile. You need not go to the computer itself, or you need not go to the internet cafe. From your home, it is possible to understand many kinds of things. So even for doing experimentation also, there will be lot of videos and also animations, and if you can't understand any subject, it is possible to see. Not only science, other field also. If you want to know any maybe poem in Kannada, that is available. ಅದು ಕುವೆಂಪುದಿರಲಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬೇಂದ್ರದಿರಲಿ, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ is available in the net. Similarly, anything in the English or maybe social science, maybe during the period of Emperor Ashoka, what was the map of his domain. So that also you can see. Like that, over the period, how it has changed. The India's map has changed. All those things you are going to get. So that's why it is a boon. Mobile is a boon. That's why maybe in advertisement they are telling Dunia Mutti Mein, isn't it? So if you use that properly, it is possible to have everything. But you have to acquire more and more knowledge. But you should not use any of the equipment for bad things. Like we should not use the knife for bad things, no. So like that, we should not use any of the device invented by the science and technology for bad purposes. So even the weapons, maybe whether it is missile or bomb, anything what which is developed, it is only why it is developed to show we are the powerful. If somebody does something, then we are ready to do that. Okay, but all this maybe in 1903, what was developed? Aeroplane. They invented. Who invented? Wright brothers. Okay, they invented it. What were they doing earlier? They were running a cycle shop, but they had an ambition. We have to do something. So that's why they thought maybe we will put some clothes and we will try to go up, but it was not possible. Then they thought maybe we have to put some engine. They tried and failed. Then again and again they did that. And from maybe about 10 meter height, they fell down once again. So nothing happened. Again and again they tried, and finally they invented the aeroplane. Similarly, whether it is radio or TV or any gadget which you are seeing now, it is the hard work of many technologies, even maybe sometimes IT holders, or without having any degree, many scientists, they have done many things. Thomas Alva Edison, great scientist of the world, you know how much effort he has put in order to develop many skills or many patents. More than 2,000 patents he has made in his lifetime. It is not possible to imagine to us. One patent is a tough job, but during that time, even having a paper for writing something, it was very difficult. Now everything is available, every kind of device is available. If you have any knowledge, then you can upgrade also with the help of the maybe internet, and you have libraries, and you have maybe advisors, maybe supervisors or guides. But for him, who was there? Only his mother. So isn't it that you have studied maybe in one or the other class, the story of Thomas Alva Edison will be there. So with his effort, he has made a workshop. So that's why the people used to call him as the wizard of Menlo Park. ಹುಚ್ಚ ಅಂತಿದ್ರು. ಯಾಕೆ ಒಂದು ಗುಡ್ಡದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಶೆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಿರ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, he has invented one after the other, and what he has made earlier, he has modified and made something new. So the starting one was what? What is the first invention made by him? Bulb. Okay, that is enough. Okay, but bulb you remember. That is one of the greatest invention, because the night time also it is possible to see the day effect, isn't it? But before that, what was the more important thing? Electricity. Invention of electricity by Michael Faraday. These two were the greatest things. So electricity and bulb. Because of that, any of the industries, day and night in different shift, they can work. And we can also, if you want, we can study in the night also. So like that is possible. So all these basic invention in science, ಮೂಲಭೂತ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ನ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅನ್ವಯಿಕ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ. Like that, applied electronics or even computer also are applied field. So like that, different applied technologies are going to be developed. So those applied technologies, they will make some engineering changes or engineering aspect will be involved in that. So these three things will make different gadgets that will change our lifestyle. So that we are saving. So So what we have seen, we did not have cycle, and for me also maybe I consider, or maybe your management president also. So we have, later on we purchased cycle, we purchased two-wheeler, we purchased the radio, we purchased the first kind of mobile, then we have changed it to different mobile, now smartphone, car. So this age, that is who born between 1960 to 1980, they have seen different change and they have used those devices. But now for you, as you born, everything is there in the home. Namak landline call, one incident, how that landline call was introduced here. So Namal India did not have technology. So government of India thought we have to make some change in the field of communication. So Pune Olgade CDAC anta one company they started. They have pulled many technology to work in different scientific organization, and they made that organization. They gave a task to them. You have to make the exchange, electronic exchange with low cost, and which should work in the rural places also. Because before that ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಇಂದ ಇಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಜಪಾನ್, ಜರ್ಮನಿ ಆರ್ US. ಸೊ ಈವನ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಆ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಹಣ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದಿ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಸಿಡ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪುಣೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಈ ತರಹ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಲಿಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, then in 2 or 3 years they have developed the exchange which can work in without the maybe AC. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗಳು ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ AC ರೂಮ್ ಇಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ರು. ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಗಳಿಗೆ AC ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಬೇಡ. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿತ್ ದೇ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ವಿತ್ ದೇ ವರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್, ದೇ required the AC room. ಈಗ AC room ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. So like that they have invented it. Then they have installed that in the different locations in India. In Gulbarga also the first installation was done in 1989. Small electronic exchange ಸೂಪರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಚಾಟ್ ಭಂಡಾರಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಆಫೀಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದಟ್. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಬಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಬಸ್ ತರ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅದ್ರಾಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ರು, ಟೆಲಿಫೋನ್ ಲೈನ್ ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಗುಲ್ಬರ್ಗದೊಳಗಡೆ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂಥದ್ದಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮೋಹನ್ ಲಾಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಕೇಮ್, ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಟೆಲಿಫೋನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, and when I joined in the science center also landline was there. So like that, maybe if you see in some colony maybe 1 or 2 houses, or when you think about the TV also, maybe in a village maybe 1 or 2 house maybe had that television. Like that, these were very rare technologies in the public place. So that was very difficult situation. Now that time, if you want to book a call, if you want to talk to a person who is there in Bangalore or Delhi or Calcutta or anywhere in India or anywhere in the world, so it was difficult. So they used to book. When we call, there will be a number for booking. So we have to call to the exchange. The lady or someone will be lifting it there. Then they will be booking that call. Then we used to give the number to which number it is to be connected. Then they will be trying it again and again. When they get the call, they used to give connection to us. Sometimes it is 1 day. Ordinary call if you book, it is 1 day. So then there was another kind of call. Urgent call. Urgent call means some other ordinary calls they will keep aside. They will try only for this in that line. Then even if from that if you are not going to get, there was another facility called as lightning call. Okay, all these were going through the electrical cable. Now we have optical cable. Because of that, in the lightning speed only, the signal will go. But in the electrical cable, when the signal moves, there will be magnetic field that is developed and the signal passing is delayed. But now, because of the optical cable, signal is moving in the speed of light. Because in different locations, they are going to keep the converters. So like that, it goes faster rate. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಲೈಟ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿಯರ್, ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಬಟ್ now with the mobile, with less than that ordinary call cost, so we can talk to anybody. Package irutte, 1 ತಿಂಗಳ package, 6 ತಿಂಗಳ package, 1 year package, like that you will be taking any number of calls, any number of messages, any number of videos you will be sending. So 2 GB or 4 GB data or 1.5 GB data, that much data you will be using. ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಾಗೆ ಇಮೇಜಿನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ. My friend, one scientist who was he has worked in ISRO and also NASA, he was telling transmitting a image was tougher job for us. ಅದನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಡಿಜಿಟಲಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಟ್ ಬೈ ಬಿಟ್ ಕಳಿಸುವಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಇವನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಅರ್ಥಿಂದ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ ಫೋಟೋ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಆ ತರಹ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ they used to use there, and bit by bit it used to come here, they used to assemble it, then make a clear picture. So that was the situation. So ಈಗ ನೀವೇನಿದ್ರಿ, the present day you are in the field of science and technology, in the age of science and technology, computer field or nanotechnology field, biotechnology field, everything has grown now. So now you have still more opportunity to do many things. So because you know what is the technology that is there, because in the high school or higher primary only you will be seeing different technology, and many children have creative mind. With the creative mind it is possible to do lot of innovations. Okay, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಪ್ಪ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತಾನೆ, ಅವಾಗ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಪ್ಪ ಹತ್ರ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಅಪ್ಪನಿಗೆ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಹಂಗ್ ಮಾಡು ಬದ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅಪ್ಪನಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಐಡಿಯಾ ಸರಿಯೇ ಇದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಪ್ಪ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದವ್ರು ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇನ್ನೋವೇಷನ್. ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದ್ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬದಲಿಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ತರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಐಡಿಯಾನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಇನ್ನೋವೇಷನ್. ದ ಸಚ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ನೋವೇಷನ್ ದ ಮೆನಿ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾವ್ ಡನ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಪೇಟೆಂಟ್ ಬಂತು, ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಮಲ್ಕೋತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಮಲಗಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ some different things, lot of changes they have made. Even scientists also ಯಾವ್ದೋ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮಲಗಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. They have to do work in that field, so then they can make various discoveries. So Nobel Prize winning scientists ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, at the age of 70, 80, 90 they are getting Nobel Prize, because continuously they are working in the field. After doctorate they never stop, so they will be continuously working in the lab. ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ 60 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೋಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಈವನ್ ನೋಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ 1901 ಆನ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಈ ನೋಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾರ್ದು ಹಣ ಅದು? ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಹಣ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಯಾರ್ದು ಹಣ ಅದು? ಆಲ್ಫ್ರೆಡ್ ಡಿ ನೋಬೆಲ್. ಅವನು ತನ್ನ ಜೀವಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಳಿಸಿದಂತ ಹಣನ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅದ್ರಾಗ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ರಾಗ ನೋಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸಚ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡನ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದು ಕಾರಣ ಇದೆ. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಾರಣ ಅಂತ ಈಗ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಅವನು ಸಾಯೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಮೊದಲು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ನೋಬೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದ, ಅವನ ಚಿಕ್ಕಪ್ಪ ನೋಬೆಲ್, ಅವನು ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡ. ಅವಾಗ ಪೇಪರ್ಗಳಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂತಂತೆ ನ್ಯೂಸು, ಸಾವಿನ ಸರ್ದಾರ ಸತ್ತೋದ, ಮೆಸೆಂಜರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆತ್ ಸತ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈನಮೈಟ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಡೈನಮೈಟ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಬಾಂಬ್ ಹಾಕೋಕ್ಕೂ ಬಳಸ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಬೇರೆ ರೋಡ್ನ ಡ್ರೈನೇಜನ್ನ ಕಲ್ಲು ಹೊಡೆಯೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬಾವಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಬಳಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಾವು ನೋವುಗಳು ಏನಾಗಿದ್ವು. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಜನ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು, ಓ ಇವನು ಸಾವಿನ ಸರ್ದಾರನೇ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವನಿಗೆ ಬೇಜಾರಾಯ್ತಂತೆ. ಅರೆ ನಾ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನೇನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅರಮನೆಗೆ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಮೆರಿಕ ಆಗಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ಲೇಬರ್ ಥರ ನಮ್ಮ ಜನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಆದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಈ ಥರ ಜನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಬೇಜಾರಾಯ್ತಂತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಬೇಜಾರಾದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ದಮ್ಮ, ಒಂದು ವಿಲ್ ಬರ್ದ. ವೆರಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ, ನಾನು ಸತ್ತ ಮೇಲೆ ನನ್ನ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಆಸ್ತಿ ಏನುಂಟು ಅದ್ರಾಗೆ 90% ನಾನು ಒಂದು ನಿಧಿಯಾಗಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಏನು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅದ್ರಾಗ ಇಂತಿಂಥ ಫೀಲ್ಡಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ದ. ಸೊ ಆ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಅವನ ಜೀವಮಾನದ ಸಾಧನೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಗಳಿಕೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಆ ಹಣನ ನಾವು ನೋಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಆಡೆಡ್, ಈವನ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಆಡೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಒಂದೇ ದಿವಸದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ they work continuously. Maybe sometimes you'll get result in 4 years, 5 years, or sometimes 10 years also. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇವತ್ತು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇವತ್ತೇ ನೊಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ರೆಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಇನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್, ದಟ್ ಇನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ 1928 ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅವನು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ. 1930 ನೊಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ನೊಬೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವಿನ್ನರ್ಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದ ಇಯರ್ in which they have completed research, that year they did not get it. They are getting maybe after sometimes 5 years, 6 years, 7 years like that, because there will be a Nobel committee, they will be seeing all such things. So one more thing what you have to remember, how you can become genius. One last quotation. Thomas Alva Edison told, because he himself has become genius. How? With lot of his effort. That's why he used to say, a genius is 1% inspiration. Somebody may give inspiration like his mother, or like his teacher, or like his maybe uncle, or somebody will help. So genius is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. That means we have to work hard more and more. Our effort is more than the inspiration. Inspiration ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಯಾವುದೋ ಮೂಲೆಯಿಂದ ಯಾರೋ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. ಇಡೀ ಜೀವನದೊಳಗಡೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ಗಳು ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ನೀವೇನೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರೋ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೊಗಳಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅದೊಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ನಂಗೆ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೊಗಳಿಕೆ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿದಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ಜೀನಿಯಸ್. ಜೀನಿಯಸ್ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದೇ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲದು, ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನರಿ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನಾನು ಬರೀ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ನವನು, ನಂಗೆ ಉಳಿದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ನವನಿಗೆ ಉಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಅವನೇನೋ ಕಿಟ್ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಫಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ನವ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲ 9 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ತನಕ ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಂಗೆ ಶಾಕ್ ಹೊಡೆದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಸೊ ಹಿ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನರಿ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. So that is very much important in order to become a good scientist or maybe a innovator. So innovator should have such thing. That's why in the science center they were doing that innovation exhibition also before Corona. Corona ಬಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. So before that we were doing innovation fairs also for North Karnataka as a whole, for South Karnataka Vishweshwara Museum was doing it. So like that we have picked up lot of such innovators. So innovation may be in the agriculture or innovation in any other field also. Actually agriculture ಬೇಕಾದ lot of innovations many common man also does. ಸೊ ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಅವರೇನು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಅವರೇ ಇನ್ನೋವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮಗೆ ನಿತ್ಯ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಏನೋ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಲೆಗೆ ಬಂದಂಥ ಐಡಿಯಾನ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೇಟೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸನೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಈ ತರಹ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ and you bring laurels to your parents as well as the school and also to the Gulbarga or maybe India. So thank you very much for giving opportunities, and I have given certain thoughts to that thought we inculcate in your life and we become the scientist or technologist. Thank you. Bye.
So it means a lot to us and also to our students. So there is always an end to every event, such as this auspicious event. So I would like to call Sujata Miss to deliver a vote of thanks. Miss, please.
It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks on this auspicious event to all dignitaries assembled here. I would like to say thanks our chief guest, Mr. C.N. Lakshmi Narayana sir, who honored this function with their inspirational thoughts. Thank you, sir. I would like to say sincere thanks to our respected President sir, Mr. Suresh Patange sir, who graced us with his presence and guidance. Thank you, sir. I would like to say heartfelt thanks to Baswanath sir. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to say thanks to our beloved trustee ma'am, Srimati Sangeeta ma'am. She always inspired and motivate us to best. Thank you, ma'am. We have been fortunate to be assisted by our school principal, Srimati Revati ma'am. She has been given us constant support and lot of encouragement every time. Thank you, ma'am. And I would like to thank the pillars of our school, that is our teachers. Thank you, teachers. I would like to say thanks to parents who gathered here. Thank you, parents. Last but not least, I would like to thank our students and non-teaching staff for making this function as a grand success. Once again, I thank one and all present here. Thank you.
Everyone should read the preamble of our constitution. So I request all the students to please stand up.
You have to follow us. What we are saying, you have to say. Don't shout, just slowly. Huh? We, the people of India, solemnly resolve to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, and democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status, and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. Unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact,